This is not a submission game, but this is one that we wanted to check out. And this is Rise of the Slime. So this is a game that both Shark and I have played in the past. And we've been definitely keeping an eye on this one. They've gone relatively quiet since, I think almost a year ago, which is not good.
Well,
But
they've been pretty loud recently because they're almost ready to leave early access.
in roughly 7 days from this video or this stream. So let's start with the title card.
And this is also one of the games. This is also one of the games that was on our great games that failed.
Yeah. Maybe it will bounce back, who knows. But
yeah,
right now it's not, like we said, early access is still releasing your game. And if it doesn't do well, that momentum doesn't carry forward. Like, the opposite of this would be Slay the Spire. That, Slay the Spire came on early access, and it did amazingly well. So when it hit 1.0, it did even better than that. So, thumbnail, I think this is a really solid thumbnail. As you can see, we have kind of that triangle effect going on. From the slime, to the cards, to this character, they're all pointing at the title.
We have triangleception here because you have the characters on either side that are drawing your attention. They're both pointing at the title. You have the title that's very, very clear in the center. You have the cards down at the bottom that are pointing towards the title and towards the other characters. So you have a triangle between the characters and the cards. You have a triangle between the characters and the title. You have a triangle between the title and the cards and one character, and you have the other character as a different triangle, and you have so many triangles that are all leading your eye, and it's such a good design.
And you can kind of see the background itself is, separated between the blue, it kind of blends into this orange going left to right. Like, everything about
Another thing
this.
that's sad is when you're talking about color theory, blue and orange are counter to each other and very much a thing in art that really, makes
it pop out.
Yeah. It's a very good color combination.
Yep, I mean, the only thing I think that could be, dinged on this thumbnail is I know people don't like the art style. The cartooning of the character with his mouth out, that kind of thing, but that's more art and not so much about the structure of it.
I think that's more personal preference because I personally like it. So, I think everybody has different taste. And, I don't think we can grade based off of personal taste. I know that my personal taste, I like it. What about your personal taste?
Yeah, I like it too.
So even if we were to grade both of our, off of personal taste, we're biased towards this art style. So
yeah,
I would say this is an easy A+.
Which game did you try? Song of the Deep? Is that the XCOM-like gameplay? But while he's answering that, yeah, I would agree. I think this is an A+. Regardless of whether you like or dislike the art, structurally speaking, there's nothing wrong with this thumbnail. I can't think of anything I would change on it.
Yeah, not only is nothing wrong, but everything is right. It's not even, no, this thing didn't offend anybody, but this also didn't do anything special. This is arguably a perfect thumbnail.
Yeah, this sticks out. If you're scrolling down, I think your eyes will probably either drawn to the slime or to the lightning or fire behind them.
Yeah.
And then you just take the whole thing in.
On that side that you're reading from. So it's even more likely to draw your eye. So, yeah, I mean, this is really just an amazing thumbnail.
Yep.
They did an amazing job here.
All right. Are you ready for the trailer?
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
My trailer's starting at the end.
Yeah, all right, there we go.
Oh.
So we start with a cold opening. We had lightning.
Yeah, a little comedy,
Yeah.
and with the expression on the
It's
slime.
zoomed in.
Yep.
And I like that the music is timed to the attacks and to what's going on.
And there's sound effects in here.
Mm-hmm. We show
And
cards.
it's it's going back slow, and then it's telling us what we're doing.
We got
Explaining
transitions.
the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's slowly building up over time. Things are starting to pop off as you go off, and it's this ramp acceleration curve of the way that
And
things are getting more exciting.
and I think
then
the call to action is really nice too.
Yeah, the you know, a nitpick could be that the all the platforms that it's on a lot of platforms, but all those could be a little bit bigger.
Yeah, and
But,
I think my only like legitimate nitpick is I feel like it could end maybe just a little bit punchier. Like it's like building up, it's building up, and then it just you see like he shoots like the laser beam at the end, and then that's it. Like I wish maybe just like something a little bit more dramatic, like maybe like an attack that does like 50 points of damage, or you know something a little bit more exciting just to end on.
yeah,
But it's good on time, and like syncing the combat or syncing the gameplay to the music. It sounds so simple when we say here, but that is very hard to do.
mm-hmm.
So I think this is like A plus material for me. What about you?
Yeah. I think it's an A.
Yeah, I think if it could
I
just
I don't know if I would put a plus behind it. It is so close. It is right there on that line. You know,
I
I
feel
would
like
say it's at least A and half a plus.
I feel like if it just ended with like just a little bit more of a punch, I think it would have gone to an A plus.
Yeah, I
Like
would say if you round it, it's A plus. But if you don't round it, it's an A and a half a plus.
yeah. Like the beginning of this trailer I think is really solid. Like everything up to when the character dies, like that would be like the 18, maybe we could argue like to the 21-second mark. I think that's a really good opening.
Yeah, I mean, like the trailer felt a lot shorter than it was,
Yep, and that's what you
and it was
want.
a short trailer too.
Yeah. And again, I think complaints about this will be the art style, and that's more subjective than, critical here.
Yeah, because I think it's a good art style, and it's a question on is it to the personal taste? Because just because you got a good aesthetic doesn't mean that it appeals to everybody.
Yeah. But
I think there's a good aesthetic here.
yeah. All right, let's take a look at these screenshots.
What did you give the trailer for a grade?
I think I'll give it an A.
A.
Right.
It's so borderline to an A plus.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I owe you some pizza, Pony. Can you get me some? So the screenshots, I'm pretty sure, were not shown in this trailer.
Yeah, none of these. All these are original.
Yeah.
Although the sixth screenshot looks very similar to one that was in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes sense that this would be a separate screenshot because this is a important part of the game, and all of these, look a lot very similar.
Yeah.
But like the characters on the other side and all that, and he has this defense thing, and I don't think he had anything in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
So it's clearly a different kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think even the background might be slightly different, but it does kind of read as the same, but it is an important bit of information that I think that they're rightfully to include there.
If I had to complain about anything, I think I think the fifth screenshot is a little plain. Like it's not. It feels like a seat filler than it's actually like showing me anything about this game.
I really like the fifth one, though. That's the one I picked as a screenshot, but I did zoom in on it to where it did cut out a lot of the background.
Yeah.
I think that's part of where the game kind of lacks and in its
Back,
aesthetic is the background. The background's
yeah,
all just blurry all the time.
and just different colors.
Yeah, and I think that we could have used a little bit more detail back there. Not a
Yeah,
lot, but a little bit.
yeah,
But I don't, that's the issue with the game
and not
and
the
not with these
structure.
screenshots.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see these screenshots as an A plus
yeah, I would agree with that.
easily.
All right, let's go down to about this game. So we have a lovely little prologue at the top.
Yep, which is a good call
Yeah. So
there.
we have custom banners
Yeah, custom banners, custom text in
and
those
custom
banners.
gifts or
Yeah,
unique gifts, and
these
shows
gifts are
things.
really good for
Yeah.
GIF. And when you get down to the fiendishly tactical GIF, that is by far the most amazing GIF we have ever seen on this show.
Yeah.
That is a spectacular
Hmm.
GIF right there. That is,
That is like that's a, like alone. I think that's like an S tier gift right there.
yeah, that's beyond A plus. That is S tier. That is S
Hmm.
triple S GIF right there.
Hmm.
That
Yeah.
is,
Like that is something like just like the structure of this one GIF alone, we could probably spend like 30 minutes just like talking about why it's such a good one.
yeah,
Yeah.
that is an amazing
Yeah.
GIF right there.
So no playthrough is ever the same. Like the only thing I think we could ding it this about this game page on is that there's no bullet points.
Yeah,
I think that is like it in terms of like this page.
but honestly, I don't think it needs it. I mean,
It's
maybe
not
it could
given a
use it,
short movie.
but does it need it? I
Hmm.
don't think so.
Yeah. Well, it's better too. Yeah, again, I think this is really good in terms of showing what there is to this game.
Yeah, I think this is an easy A plus,
Hmm.
A plus plus,
Hmm.
because that GIF is just so good.
Yeah. I'll keep to the normal grading, so I'll go with an A plus. But yeah, again, like this is the structure that you want, and it's just a complete 180 from the last game. Again,
I, I'm not biased on this pony. This is a S plus GIF. I mean, they've gone, or maybe we just call S beyond A plus. So like, I would rate this as an S about this game page rather than A plus plus. We'll go S.
and again, like for people watching, the structure. This is what you want. You want to have very eye-catching banners. You want to have gifts that are relevant to what you're talking about, and you want text. Like you can use bullet points. If you don't, like 2 to 3 lines max is kind of what you want, for each section.
Yeah, and if you can get it, a GIF like this would be amazing.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the title card. So, title card, I do see a few issues with it. For one
Yeah, they've
thing,
only got two genres here.
yeah, and the two genres, here's, I think, a very big problem. The two genres are not gameplay related at all. Indie
Mm,
is not a gameplay, is not a game genre. Early access is not a game genre.
tell that
Indie.
to Itch
Mm-hmm.
and many others.
Mm-hmm. Like, we could use RPG, roguelike, strategy, turn based. Um,
Are those in the potential list for this?
well, RPG, definitely. Like, I know Steam has an RPG genre tag.
Okay.
Yeah, like, this is basically. And I think this could maybe be one of the reasons why this game has failed. That they basically completely disregard the Steam algorithm. And if you
Mm.
disregard the Steam algorithm, it's kind of like, you're offending the Lovecraftian gods.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I click on a genre tag, strategy would count. A single player could count. RPG could count. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like this is, I think, where we're going to probably ding this page the most right here,
Oh yeah.
because if you're not, it's essentially like you're all dressed up, but you have nowhere to go. Like the store page is amazing, but you're not letting Steam help you.
Yeah. And usually it's Steam not wanting to help you.
Yeah.
But this is not letting Steam help you. They
Hmm.
have a website which looks super professional
Yeah.
and amazing. They
But when
have
I
a Twitter and a
mhm.
YouTube channel.
but
Well, the
when I
YouTube's
click
for their publisher.
yeah, but when I clicked on both the website and the Twitter, it's very hard to find contact information. The contact information on the website's all the way at the bottom with like one little word, like you have to squint to find it. And the Twitter does not have any way to directly message them.
Mm.
And that is not good. Again, you need to have a way for people to get in touch with you. And I should say an easy way for people to get in touch with you.
Mm.
So, I hate to say it, but I think I may have to come down even more on this title card than I did originally. Because right now, it doesn't exist on Steam. There's
Kind
no.
of, yeah.
So I think I'm going to have to give it. They have a Twitter, they have a YouTube, they have a website, so that's good. But no, basically, Steam can't find this game. Consumers can't find this game. I
And
think I'm
now
going to have to
Steam
get.
doesn't want to show the game because it
Yeah,
hasn't done very well.
I think I may have to give this a C minus for this title card.
I would agree with that. I would go C minus. Well, I think I have to go C because they have everything right except for the title and the stuff they link to.
Yeah, but again, it's a case where the information is good, but they're not using it to their full potential.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm going to sit with a C minus on it. So this is going to be an interesting one in terms of the overall review score. The two most important parts are really highly rated. It has our highest rated for the About This Game section. I mean, this is
Yeah.
definitely one of, I think, the highest pages we've looked at on the show.
I think this is definitely. I think this is our record right here.
Mm-hmm.
The best tour page we've ever looked at because again, the trailer and the thumbnail is where the bulk of our grade's going to be.
Mm-hmm. And the About This Game page probably has some like the best productions I think we've seen on that
Yeah,
section.
that is the best about this game page we've ever seen,
I think
hands down.
the previous holder of that was Revita with that one when they had custom gifts.
Hmm.
So
And the screenshots are super solid too.
yeah. Well,
The only thing
Wall
that is not super solid
is the
is the
title.
title card,
Yeah. And
but
while
it's the
that's
thing that matters the least.
but it also is important for Steam. Because if
Yeah,
you screw up the title card, you're hobbling your game. And I think that could. I don't think that's the only reason, but I think that could be one of the mysteries solved as to why this game has such a low review.
yeah,
So I can't give this an A plus store page. Even with everything good, messing up on the title card like that, it's basically like, you get the perfect catch playing football, and then instead of running to the end zone, you sit down and take a nap, basically. Like, it's.
kind of. Yeah,
So, I think I would give this an A.
yeah.
Because even with a good. Even with an amazing About This Game page, you. If Steam can't find you or can't promote you, none of it unfortunately is going to matter in terms of promotion.
Yeah. Thing is, though, to be consistent with our past reviews, because there has been many games in the past that we've given higher, decent scores, that we have not deemed them for not having, for only having these two kind of tags. I'm going to say A plus. But in reality, I think it's more of an A, because you're not letting Steam find you because of that. But that said, there was many games that we gave grades for that would have lower grades now.
Yeah.
Because they also did not do that well.
Yeah. But I think for me, like, if I'm going to give a game an A plus, everything needs to be on point. And for not having the genre, again, it's such a, an unforced fault or an unforced error that if they would have just done that from the beginning, I think this could have been so much improved. At least, review wise, word of mouth wise on it.
Yeah.
But still, though, I think this is going to be our highest rated store page.
Oh yeah, because I mean the highest we've had before this was an A minus.
Yeah.
And we only had one of those.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to go with an A plus to not because I think that it doesn't need to be penalized for that, but because of consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Because we didn't penalize other games for that. So for consistency's sake, I'm going to say it's an A plus.
And I'll stick with.
I think that it's definitely not good that it does not have more tags.
Or even just gameplay related tags. I mean, you don't really need. Like, indie and early access are nice, but you still need a corresponding gameplay tag. Because that's how Steam's going to find you, that's how people are going to be able to search for this. Now, I'm curious if I type this in. Let's see. Rise of the. So we have to go to Rise of the to find this game.
No, you can go Rise of TH.
Let's see. Rise of. Actually, just Rise of T would bring this up.
Yeah, Rise of T.
And want some tea? Tea and pizza?
Tea and slime?
So, again, I would definitely rate this as one of our highest store pages. It does like 95, maybe 98% of everything right.
Yeah.
But like we said on our, good games that still don't end up doing well, the Save the Extreme show, I don't know if this is going to turn out to be a winner market-wise. And that is unfortunately very sad for me to say.
Yeah. I know gameplay-wise, both me and Josh played this, and we both really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But, they have a publisher. They clearly did everything on their Steam page basically right.
Yeah.
Except for the genres.
I'm going to say this, and I hate to do it. I think if the publisher is the one who made the store page, they did a really good job of it. But I think they're doing a horrible job in terms of marketing this game overall. Like, when you look at the announcement video for it, it doesn't even have 2,000 views on YouTube. Like, something is not working with this marketing. Who's of the ooze? There you go.
Yeah.
And I think that, unfortunately, is what made doom this game, because it has a great presentation, it has great game feel to it, but I don't think this marketing is there.
When we look at the publisher, they did Mortal Shell, Rise of Slime. They apparently have some Doctor Who game.
Mm-hmm.
Super Dodgeball Beats, Dick Wild 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, are you familiar with any of these games?
Mortal Shell, definitely.
How was the marketing campaign on that?
Huh. I don't know. I think it got more word of mouth being an Epic exclusive and a Souls-like, just like by that alone.
Hmm.
I'm actually curious. Like, Immortal Shell does have a store page. What? Oh, if you go to the More Shell store page, they actually use action RPG in the genre tag.
Hmm. But
Oh.
still, only 2 tags.
It actually has like a similar structure as Rise of the Slime in terms of this about this game page, with custom
Yeah, it's
gifts and custom banners.
yeah, and only two tags.
Yeah. So it seems
This
like
is this is looking like the publisher set up the entire store page
that's what
and
I'm
did not
thinking.
put up but 2 tags on both of them.
And you want as many tags as you can.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so I feel like this publisher
And
really knows how to make store pages, but
outside of the tags,
yeah, but doesn't really know how to market these games or do the
yeah,
publicizing around it or publicity.
yeah. And when you click on them, you look at their followers. They only have 65 followers on Steam as a
Mm,
publisher. They
yeah,
have like 8,000 something on Twitter, 4,000 something on YouTube, but for a publisher, that is ridiculously low.
yeah.
Uh,
Maybe we should start doing a publisher reviewing show.
maybe but they 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 seem like they don't know enough marketing wise. I mean, they know how to do a really good store page
Mm-hmm.
outside of tags,
Mm-hmm. So they're
but they
really
don't
good.
seem to know anything else. And
Yeah.
this is a point that we talked about before about getting a publisher does not mean that you're going to succeed or in any kind of way. As a matter of
Mm-hmm.
fact, getting a publisher can screw you over.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't think that this publisher necessarily screwed him over, but I think a different publisher could have done better. Because I think a less good store page and better tags and better marketing, the game would have done a lot better.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because with your stereotypical publisher, they would have made sure that the trailer and the thumbnail was on point, and they would have put screenshots that are different, and everything else they would have said the heck with, but they would have put some tags in there,
Yeah.
and they would have I think the game would have performed way better that way.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And unfortunately, like we say, it doesn't matter if your game is great if people can't find it or know about it.
Yeah, or what's showed to them does not appeal to them
Mm-hmm.
because it's not shown to them properly.
Yep. All right, but I think we can wrap things up for our show this week.
Yeah,
All right, so we have one not so good game and one really damn good one.
yeah, very bipolar today.
Mm-hmm. So, with that said, as always, we are looking for games to review, whether the game is out or coming out. If you'd like us to give a very detailed and advice heavy examination of your store page, please get in touch. Again, you'll find all contact information for both of us on the respective descriptions and join our discords and all that great stuff.
Yep, join both of our discords and everything. And also, here's a closing statement: is marketing is very important for your game, and the store page and everything on the store page is arguably the most important part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Now then, you
Oh.
need to make sure that you have your store page on point. And I think what we need to start doing is, I know a few people have, pushed interest, shown interest of having a second review of their game done. And maybe we need to start letting them do that at a lower priority. So if we have somebody who hasn't
Mm-hmm.
submitted yet, they would take priority over somebody submitting for a second time.
Yeah. Yeah, that
And
could be
so if
fair.
if if you guys want to submit a second time, go ahead.
Yeah.
But make sure that you try to address as many things as possible,
Mm-hmm.
because it's very unlikely that we'll allow a third submission.
Yeah, I think 2 may be pushing it. I think that may be enough. All right. But that is going to do it for this show. If you want to watch these episodes live, we do these Thursdays, starting around 3:30 ET normally. And if you want to know more about game design and game dev, tune into the Safely Extreme Cast Sundays, starting around 4:30 ET on both of our channels.
Yep, and each of our channels have different content, so tune into both of them and check out that different content.
All right. So with that said, come back for daily discussions on game design here and on game wisdom, worries of the art and science of games. Until next time, take care.